Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Wednesday, the 1st of November. Adrian Orr has gently warned the Reserve Bank may soon have further powers to restrict home loans. Speaking at today's Financial Stability Report release, the Governor says the bank's still looking into tools that could restrict borrowing based on earnings. Orr says just because the bank has the tools, it doesn't mean they'll be used.
They can be in place, but they don't have to be binding initially. And I think people need to remind that. The LVRs are in place, but they're not the constraining factor for people wanting to borrow into houses at the moment. It's more the interest rates.
ACT wants victims put first. After news the Crown isn't appealing a home detention sentence for a violent attack. Driver Darren Clark slashed a dog walker with a samurai sword in Auckland's Karaka in January. He admitted the assault and has been sentenced to 10 months home detention, 100 hours community service and a $5,000 fine. Crown Law since confirmed it won't appeal, despite a petition calling for it. Incoming ACT MP Nicole McKee says the victim will have lifelong issues.
He's received gashes right through to the bone. So he and his family are understandably frustrated at the sentence that the perpetrators received.
Mass murderer Raymond Ratma's taken the parole board to court, claiming bias after being denied release 14 times. The now 55-year-old was jailed for life in 1993 for killing 7 family members in Masterton, including 3 of his children. He's appeared via video in the High Court at Christchurch. Chelsea Daniels has more.
Open Justice Report's lawyer Roger Eagles argues parole board member Professor Philip Brinded's involvement in preparing a psychological report on Ratma in 1992 could create bias. But board counsel Matthew Smith says Brinded made his connection to the case known and said it wouldn't trigger bias.
The judge has reserved her decision. 4 of 5 Wellington City councillors under a Code of Conduct investigation claim it's a political attack and allege the evidence is purely circumstantial. The investigation's into alleged breaches of confidentiality over a closed-doors council meeting. Thunderstorms could pop up around parts of the North Island this afternoon. Met Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for central and eastern parts, including Bay of Plenty, Hawke's Bay, Rotorua, Gisborne and the Manawatu district. Meteorologist John Law says some storms are predicted to be intense. The All Blacks are back in New Zealand, returning from Sunday's loss in the Rugby World Cup final. Hundreds of fans made the trek to Auckland Airport to welcome them home. And many say that have come out whatever the result over the weekend.
I have been since I was a little knee-high nipper. I'm 47 now, so I'll be there to the end days.
There's a lot of stars that are leaving. Got to see them for the last time.
I feel good to see them. I feel a lot of energy and want to share my love with them.
To sport, and World Men's Player of the Year, Ardie Savea admits the gravity of losing the Rugby World Cup final has finally sunk in. An early move on the final climb has proved a winning one for Elliot Crowther on Stage 4 of cycling's Tour of Southland. To the other New Zealand versus South Africa World Cup matchup, Black Cap Glenn Phillips is out to prove he's worthy of being reclassified as an all-rounder ahead of tonight's cricket clash with the Proteas in Pune. I'm Raylene Ramsey. That is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.